Coming up on Look Today, well, the Saratoga County Fair is up and in full swing. Plus, New York City Ballet worked with the Center for Disability Services on something called the Movement Workshop. You got to see this. And plastic bag ban in Warren County is moving forward. All this information ahead on Look Today. Welcome everyone, I'm J. Hood Jackson, this is Look Today. Well, tonight's program, I sit down with June Waters. She's Director, World Awareness Children's Museum in Glens Falls. And she's here to talk with us about their new exhibit. It's called Water, Water Everywhere, as well as their involvement with the floating classroom which takes place on Lake George. I also sit down with Chad Rabinovitz, Producing Artistic Director, Adirondack Theater Festival. And he's here to talk with us about the production called The Jedi Handbook. Now, you've only got until July 27th to check it out. My wife and I saw it last night. Plus, we've got your weather for the Tri-North counties. But first, these headline stories. Well, in our lead story, Saratoga County Fair is in full swing. Now, every year, people from all over the region travel to the fairgrounds to let loose and, let's say, have some fun. It's complete with food, ride, games, shows, animals, and a lot more. Well, the county fair has something for everyone. As always, we searched the grounds, and guess who we found? Donna Frank. She's going to give us an update every day on what they've got going on.
Oh, hi everybody. It's me, Donna Frank, and guess where I am? I'm back at one of my favorite places in the whole wide world, the Saratoga County Fair, and I'm in front of Polar Bear Ice Cream, one of my other favorite places here at the fair. How long have you been coming here now?
28 years.
Oh, Dawn's been here with her husband and family for 28 years, so come on down to the fair. Tonight we have Grit and Grace in the Music Pavilion. We have the horse show going on, and of course those fabulous daily shows. The pig races are back. We've got magic shows. We've got the petting zoo. I'm telling you, this is the place to be all week long, so I expect to see you here. I'm going to be watching for you. Will you be watching too?
I will.
That's right. So, sorry, I got to finish this.
Go Donna. Okay, in other news, this is a great story. Hear this one. New York City Ballet is working with the Center for Disability Services on something called the Movement Workshop. The ballet company has been holding these kinds of workshops for children and adults with physical and intellectual disabilities in the New York area since 2014. Well, this year, they branched out to hold one right here in our community. Well, this is a unique opportunity for the children to use the art of dance to learn how to express themselves, and of course, in a very creative way. Well, we spoke to Deputy Executive Director for the Center for Disability Services, good friend of ours, Ann Schneider-Costigan.
We had an absolutely tremendous morning with the New York City Ballet. Several students from the Center for Disability Services and its Division Prospect Center participated, and the smiles on the children's faces and the freedom of movement, and it was just an incredible morning for all of us.
Wow, think about that. By the way, Beth and Ann came over here to the studio afterward, and when we were talking, we were all so taken with just their passion and the excitement for what they had just seen. Switching from news to weather. Well, today, there's a mixed bag. Some overcast skies, every once in a while a scattered shower. Humidity's kind of high. Well, let's check with, you got it, Clarence, to see if we've got better weather coming. So for a more detailed look at our weather, let's head to the Glens Falls Weather Center for a look at your first forecast.
Thanks, Jesse. I'm meteorologist Clarence Ponster with your first look weather update here on Look TV. A messy setup in store. Look at all those showers and storms making their way through much of the Northeast and the Mid-Atlantic as well. In fact, just to the south of us, the Weather Prediction Center has placed parts of Pennsylvania in a high risk of flooding, according to the guidance models. And even more locally, we're in that slight to moderate risk of potentially major flooding and that is bad news if you're going to be doing any traveling over the next few days. There's the culprit. A cold front is moving through the area on your Thursday and into your Thursday night as well. Friday, we're still being hampered with showers and storms. So storms expected for Wednesday evening. Could see 3/4 of an inch to an inch of rain, 66 overnight. The rain chances begin to diminish somewhat during the daytime hours. By the time you get to your Thursday, maybe a peak of sunshine late, highs in the mid-80s. What about Friday? Possible storms at 40% coverage with highs in the mid-80s, and then we'll experience lower 80s with sunshine, maybe a few clouds for both Saturday and Sunday, lows near 60, and we could experience another threat of showers and storms on Monday. Turn around and don't drown when you come across flood roadways over the next couple of days, and that was your first look weather update here on Look TV. I'm meteorologist Clarence Ponser. Now I send it back to you, Jesse.
Thanks very much, Clarence. Okay, back to the news. Well, the previously tabled plastic bag ban in Warren County, guess what? It's moving forward again. The Warren County Board of Supervisors have approved a reworked version of the ban that could take effect as early as January 1st. Now, this version of the law would ban single-use bags at almost all businesses in Warren County. Now, the next step for the proposed law is a public hearing before they vote. Now, we're in contact with Glens Falls supervisor and supporter of this, Claudia Bramer, and we're going to have more for you then, including an interview with her. Up next, I sit down with June Waters. She's director of the World Awareness Children's Museum in Glens Falls, and she's here to talk with us about their new exhibit. It's called Water, Water Everywhere. Very creative. Well as their involvement with something else called the Floating Classroom, which takes place right on Lake George. I also sit down with Chad Rabinovitz, producing artistic director, Adirondack Theater Festival in Glens Falls. And he's here to talk with us about the current production, Jedi Handbook. They've only got until July 27th to check it out. So, before that, where are we going here? But first, if you see news happening, you want to share a story idea, how about join us for an interview? Give us a call on the hotline. The number is 798-8000. Well, that's all the time we have for this edition of Look Today. I got a couple of lookouts. First and foremost, we're having so much fun here with the Saratoga Fair. We're going over there every day, and of course Donna Frank is going around talking to people and whatnot. Also, the response here to the tickets that we had is really over the top. People are showing up here, just so happy to win the tickets and talking to us about the fair and about Look TV. It's wonderful experience. So look, we don't have any more tickets. We went through hundreds. If you have tickets here and you want to pick them up, you can only get them until this Friday at 2 p.m. So get here any weekday between 10 and 2 at our Saratoga studios. And of course, you can find the address on Facebook, or you can give us a call. We're here. Also, second lookout goes to Chad Rabinovitz and the gang at Adirondack Theater Festival. My wife and I went to see Jedi Handbook last night. It's just a wonderful, heartwarming story. You will not believe how you can relive some of the moments from the Star Wars movies from the 70s on, and the way it's woven into the dialogue with the characters and what it meant to them in their personal development is very, very well done. Really, check this out. You've only got till the 27th to see it. It's a night well spent. All right, tonight on Look TV, Saratoga City Council meeting. And don't forget, you can tune in tomorrow night for the stories that matter to you. Good night, everyone.